Hi guys, welcome to Rob Savage Reviews. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sharpen a chainsaw using this Oregon chainsaw toolkit. I got it off Amazon for about £30. Includes everything you need to sharpen your chainsaw. So this is going to be part of a series on how to sharpen your chainsaw, how to clean your chainsaw, how to adjust the tension of your chain, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right guys, so this is the toolkit. So what you get is you get all the files you need for your different chainsaw sizes. You get a handy guide so you can see which file you need for what size chain. You get a screwdriver, you get a spanner for your chainsaw and a big flathead for adjusting your chain tension. You get two nice wooden file handles that go with the files, and you get a nice wedge to use for your felling, and you get this file guide here. If you can see, you have different angles for depending on what chain you're using, and I'll go into detail about that later. So that's the basics of what you get in the kit. You also get a little screwdriver as well, and this here, you put that into a stump and you can clamp your chainsaw bar to hold it steady while you're sharpening in the field. So that's a nice little thing. Again, it cost me about £30 on Amazon, and it gives you everything you need to sharpen. So now I'll show you how we sharpen a chain. Right then guys, so my chainsaw, it's a 0.325 chainsaw chain that it uses. You can usually find it on your bar or in the instructions. You should be able to find it somewhere, or on the chain itself. So using this guide here, I want the 325 one, and I'm cheating a bit because I already know which one it is, but so you line that up and that fits nicely in there. So that's the file you use for you to sharpen your saw. So you take that and your handle, insert it in, and that's your file. And then I'm also going to need the flat file, so get that, and the other handle. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really go in that well, so I might just have to use this without the handle on. So I think they should have given you a handle that fitted that. I'm going to need the file guide, and I'm going to need this guide as well, which checks the height of your rakers, which I'll explain when we're sharpening. So now let's get to the saw. Right guys, so these are your chainsaw teeth. This here is your cutter. That's what actually does the cutting, and that's what we'll be sharpening. And this here is what some people call a rake. People have different terms for it. I just call it a rake. Basically what that does is that sets how much the cutter takes off. So if you take a lot off here and it goes below the height of the cutter, below the height of the rake, then you just won't cut anything. But again, if you take too much off of this, then you'll be cutting a lot more aggressively. But that's dangerous because that's when you get kickback scenarios. So I've marked this tuff in yellow with a marker pen. That's going to be my starting tuff, so I know when I've done a full rotation. And so now I'll show you how to sharpen it. So to fit the file in the guide, you just place it on like that, and you have two little clamps that just clamp over like that, and you've got your file gauge, and you can see you've got your degrees on there, so you need to know what degree your chain is, the cut of it. It's usually 30 degrees on most chains, so that's how you set up your gauge. Right guys, so we're angling it at the angle of the two, so we've got a 30-degree line parallel with the bar, and we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then some people like to do all the same side, so they'd go to this one here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or so, but that means you have to do it twice round, or you can just do swap sides, use the other 30-degree line here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just move your chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 onto the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 onto your next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 onto your next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just keep doing that till you get all the way around. Alright guys, as I said before, these are your rakers here. So when you file it, after a while, after filing down your teeth, they will start protruding above the teeth. So you need to use this gauge right here. What you do is you place it on like so, just so your raker's exposed, and then see if it's any higher. This one isn't any higher, so you just go to your next one. No, that's not higher either. So it's not very often that you have to do that. It's only probably every 5 or 6 sharpens you want to do that. But as you can see on this chain, none of them are protruding. All I'm doing is just filing that. So that's all you have to do, and that's your sharpening basics. You just go all the way round, sharpening with this, and then just use your tool to check it. Right guys, thanks for watching my video on how to sharpen your chainsaw with this Oregon chainsaw toolkit. My overall opinion of it, it's a handy little kit. A few little things to point out is these spring latches. They did come off a few times when I was sharpening, and you've got to try and make sure the handle's rammed in there. The other thing is the handles don't fit the flat file very well. You know, it's got wobble in it, so I think you'd probably have to use the file without the handle, unless you really want to jam it in there, because I don't know if you can see it's a small hole. It's really meant for these round files, but the gauge works nice. It's nice and simple, and I like this tool for setting the depth of your rakers as well. That's nice and simple. and some of the other accessories you get, like a wedge and your spanner slash screwdriver, they always come in handy for stuff. So overall for £30 it's a good buy, I'd say, and I hope I taught you how to sharpen a chain. So if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and giving me a like, and I'll catch you next time.